Hello, everybody. I am Bernie.
Oh wait,
What? What happened?
I don't have any clothes.
Put your damn clothes on, man. You still don't have clothes on.
I've got clothes.
Hardly. I don't. I really don't see the difference. Hello, everybody. I'm Birded from Attic Gaming, and this is your Guild Wars 2 Daily. Today, we're going to be talking about Thieves, but instead of talking about the changes that came in the Halloween patch, I will put that link in the description below so you can see all of the changes. But what we want to talk about is the viability of condition builds for Thieves in the game currently. And this leads into the question of the day: if you think condition builds are viable for Thieves. And if you don't think so, what could ArenaNet do to make condition builds more viable for Thieves? So we have a couple points. The first point being, let's just say right off the bat that we don't think condition builds for Thieves are anywhere near viable in any aspect of the game.
No, one aspect.
What?
I mean, what was short?
Running around for 10 minutes trying to kill one person in World War.
Yep.
I guess that works. But
I suppose you could count that as 1v1 duels.
that take for
Which is not. It's not really a main part of the game.
No.
I mean, for EPing wise, it's like the best part, but other than that, no, not good. It's terrible.
The first point that we have is that the ease of application for a thief it's just so much more difficult to apply conditions as a thief compared to other classes. Mostly, I'll let you talk about what you think about it, and then I'll join in later. So, what do you think about the whole ease of application of conditions as a thief compared to other classes?
So your best setup for applying your bleeds is going into stealth and then doing your sneak attack, which in itself only does just a few bleeds, 5, and they're not exactly entirely long duration either. They're only 4.5 seconds. So they wear off pretty quick. They end up much almost wearing off almost after you've gone back into stealth again straight away, which is it's a bit of a downer because you're not really stacking bleeds. You're just having a constant 5 on them instead. You also your auto attack. It takes a long time to shoot. It feels like it's almost a second long, even though it says half a second. Probably an auto attack chain there could help solve it, where you've got like first shot is 1 shot, your vital shot, and then you go into a double shot, which is 2 bleeds, and then a third chain, maybe like a second of burning or something, just to give you that extra boost.
We're talking about how that's like one of the Thieves' only main hand weapon that doesn't have a chain to it, which is kind of strange because you can make it work a lot like the Scepter, but give it a couple of unique twists to it. The Scepter for the Necromancer, I mean. And I think one of the big things that you pointed out was the whole fact that Thieves can't stack conditions like others can, especially bleeding. By the time you put your sneak attack on and get back in stealth, your initial sneak attack is gone already, so that's only 5 stacks of bleeding. And with your vital shot, if you're spamming that, you're going to get, 4? If you're lucky, you can get maybe 4 stacks of bleeding on. So overall, you're looking at about 9 stacks of bleeding from your vital shot, spamming your vital shot and your sneak attack. Whereas a Necromancer or a Warrior or an Engineer or even a Ranger can stack their damaging conditions way, way higher than that. Which is why it usually takes forever to kill somebody with that build, and that's why in World vs. World it's the only viable place to actually use it.
I think
go ahead.
that your dagger has Death Blossom as well, but that's pretty much it for in terms of condition damage with dagger. I mean, you can get the poisons at the I think was it the second part of your auto attack chain?
Yeah.
Is it the last part?
The second one.
But okay, yeah. Well, anyway, that part of it applies very short duration poison, which it's a bit of extra damage, but it's not really enough. And your actual rest of your auto attack does not do any condition damage at all, so it doesn't really help you out there in terms of condition. It could possibly work if you had a hybrid build, but I haven't really gone and tried one. Okay.
The second point that we were talking about is the variety of conditions that thieves have compared to other classes. I think this applies mostly to PvP and World vs. World when cleansing is important. And it's great to have all those kind of like trash conditions on, like vulnerability and weakness. Then, well, I mean, chill is a good condition, but we're talking about anything that's not your full out damage condition that you have, like bleeding and burning. And they just don't have that variety that other classes have. I mean, they basically have bleeds and they have a small amount of poison. They do have
And a tiny bit of torment. It's not really stackable at all. It's just a small application that doesn't really add too much in the grand scheme of things.
You're gonna run up to a target, use your Shadow Strike, it teleports you back, then you gotta run up again and then use it again to try to stack it. I mean,
I think the problem with it is with the pistol, to use it effectively you have to be close up to them, which just nullifies the entire point of having a ranged weapon at all.
Yeah. The whole weapon set's a bit weird.
It's a bit confused in what the combination and what it wants to do. It wants to be close up, but it wants to put you away from them, which means you can't stealth, which means that you're just auto-attacking when you bleed, which means they're probably just going to pick you apart from afar. There's no way you're going to out-damage someone in ranged conflict.
I mean, the sneak attack on the pistol is pretty much begging you to take the dagger as the offhand, so you can get into stealth as much as possible. So that's even confusing it more, because with the offhand dagger, you're gonna have to be in range to use your cloak and dagger. Whereas if it didn't have any that stealth effect to it, where you need to be in stealth, you could bring a pistol or something else. But you have to get into stealth to actually use your sneak attack. So what other offhands are you gonna use? I mean, you could use your pistol offhand and bring like blinding powder and things like that, but I mean that's only a short duration. You're not gonna be able to stack in conditions anywhere near enough. So you're basically, if you want to do condition, you have to bring main hand pistol. If you're going to bring main hand pistol, you have to bring offhand dagger to get into stealth as much as you can. Which again confuses it, because you have to get into melee to use your stealth and your cloak and dagger to use your sneak attack. So anyway, we also want to talk about the Venoms, but we're going to save that for another Guild Wars 2 Daily, because every time we talk about it, we spend like 20 minutes talking about it. So we're just going to devote that to
we also, when we mention that, what happens is we lose the entire Guild Wars 2 Daily. It magically disappears. We're stuck in a loop here.
Yeah, this is our, embarrassingly enough, this is our like 5th time recording this, because it's my fault. I've been having a lot of problems with fraps and things like that, so I apologize to Saris. I know this is taking like way too long to get this done, but we're done now. And again, we want to hear what you guys think about condition builds for the Thief, and make sure you answer the question of the day. If you think condition builds are viable for the Thief, let us know. Express your opinion down in the comments below. And if you don't think so, let us know what you think ArenaNet could possibly do to make condition builds more viable for the Thieves. Make sure you guys are subscribing to get all of our Guild Wars 2 content, like our builds, which we just released. We released a Vampiric Minion Necromancer build, which has a lot of lifestealing and heavy single target damage. Also, share and favorite this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys.